What's going on, guys, and welcome to the Tastycast episode 2. Hopefully this one will go a lot smoother than the last one. My name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
I'm Chevy.
I'm Rob.
And we got Rob joining us, good friend of ours. And in case you don't know, the Tastycast is our bi-weekly podcast where we talk about random things, gaming, have an organic conversation about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Let's get into it. What have you guys been playing lately?
So the last time we talked, I was playing Division and Stardew Valley, of course. I'm now at 68 hours into Stardew Valley. Yep. So I've dumped some time into that fucking game. Of course, the Division, I'm not anywhere near 30. But I'm
What
still,
level are you in Division?
I think I just got to 20. And then I actually added Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
You were talking about that at work the other day.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking rad, man.
And that's the newest one that's come out so far?
It's like a faux MMO.
MMO?
Yeah, there's like a hub world.
There is a social hub.
Yeah.
Okay,
you can actually...
You make a character, you go to a social hub, and you can actually join up with people and do missions.
Yeah, and you do. Yeah, so like if you got it, you and I can team up and do missions and fight shit.
By the way, I was in Best Buy today. It's down to $30. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bought it for $15 at the GameStar in Lacey. It was weird. It was for PS4, it was like $15-$16, and then for Xbox, it was $35.99. And I was like, all right.
The supply and demand of their inventory, I'm sure.
Yeah, no shit. But yeah, so I added that. My girlfriend also bought Yoshi's Woolly World, and for the Wii U. Mm-hmm. Game's pretty fucking fun, man. As much as I was like, God, this game looks dumb, but
yeah, it looks kind of just, I don't know, basic to me.
Yeah, but like for the Kirby Epic Yarn kind of thing.
Yeah, which is weird. Like Yoshi went to wool and Kirby went to yarn, and and my first thought when I was playing is I was like, this reminds me of fucking Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
because you shoot eggs and fucking everything's made of wool and. It actually looks really good for the Wii because the Wii's really good at popping colors and shit like that. And a lot of those games are really vibrant and shit like that.
Right.
But it plays like Yoshi's Story.
Okay.
Where you're Yoshi. It's Mario, but you're Yoshi.
Right.
And you shoot eggs and shit like that. It's the exact same thing, only a different world, But yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been doing.
What's that platformer that I played it the other day? I told you about it a little bit. Is it Unraveled?
Unraveled,
the yarn one. Has anyone played that?
No,
I've heard of it, but
no. Okay. I was actually thinking about picking it up maybe because it's on sale. It's on sale right now, I think, on PlayStation Plus. I think it's like a couple bucks less if you have PlayStation Plus. But it looked interesting because I saw it at, I think, the last E3 or something like that. They showed a little bit of it for exclusive games coming out for PlayStation, and. I didn't buy it, but I'm still on the fence. But they had a demo for it, and I tried it out. It's actually really fun. The thing I really like about it is a 2D perspective platformer, but the whole shtick is you're this little yarn dude, and as you walk to the right, you unravel your yarn behind you, and you have to collect more yarn to keep going. Otherwise, you'll stop and start tugging on your yarn.
Oh, okay.
But you also use your yarn to pretty much do pitfall shit, like put it on something, swing across chasms, or you can make bridges or whatever with your yarn and use it to jump off of, kind of like a trampoline. But the thing I think is really neat about it is you play as a really small perspective. So in the very beginning of the game, you're leaving the house and you're walking across the porch, and it's like from that low end perspective where like chairs look huge, and you're like jumping down the stairs and you're going through the front yard, and there's all this grass, stuff like that. There's no enemies so far from what I've played of it, but they got really creative in the way that they the puzzle solving they have to do with yarn, and then having to find more yarn to progress. I think the game has a really good atmosphere to it, and I don't know, maybe if it goes down even lower in price, I may pick it up. The only reason I wouldn't pick it up right now is just I'm not a huge platformer.
Yeah, I'm not either.
But if I was, and if anyone listening to this is, I would definitely suggest it because it's pretty neat. Like I said, I played the demo of it, but it was better than I thought it'd be. So, also the Division, that's primarily what I've been playing this whole week. On that one. When I can, because I've been sick as fuck. I'm sure you guys heard that on the Friday episode. But But yeah, Division. We're level 30 now.
Yeah.
I know you've also been playing Division. You hit level 30 in like 2 weeks when it came out. Yeah.
Yeah. Even sooner than that.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Chevy have been taking our time a little bit. What are you thinking about the end game of that? Of the game, like you guys are both 30. You're not. You're 20. Mm-hmm. So, but you got to catch up a little bit.
I know,
Josh.
Rob was telling me today that the differences between hard dailies and challenging dailies, which apparently makes a huge difference because
hard dailies are fucking easy.
I did a hard daily today, and I pretty much had to run the whole group.
I'll literally power level people through a hard mode dungeon.
Yeah, and I guess those are 15 Phoenix credits, and then the challenging modes are 30 plus a bonus for your first one, which is why we had 50.
Okay,
The bonus explains that. You get 30 every time you beat it, and then you get 20 if you do it for the daily. You get that once. But every time you beat one, you get 30.
I've been hearing a lot about those Phoenix credits. Like, what are they? I mean, I assume they're for
It's endgame
high-end
gear. Yeah.
There's two vendors. There's one in your base up in the electronics hall, essentially.
Upstairs, yeah.
Yeah, upstairs. And he just sells recipes and straight up weapons and gear. All purple, all yellow. Anyone playing it, I would totally recommend that, like, the first thing you do is you start running those dailies and you start getting that stuff done. Go up there and buy the Vector. That's like the top gun. Like for somebody that just hit 30 and is trying to like boost their DPS essentially. You're gonna go from something like 50,000 like Chevy is to like 80,000 just from getting the weapon without mods equipped.
Wow. Okay.
And the rate
I was wondering why so many people like the Vector.
It's just a good
Probably
starter weapon.
High fire rate, high crit. So
Yeah.
All SMGs have automatically have crit on them.
Yeah,
they're just like
crit bonus.
Yeah, marksman rifles have headshot damage.
And then with that, and then you put a heavy weapon spring. Like I was able to go from like 60,000 range. Like I bought it. I put a heavy spring magazine or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called.
Clip, yeah.
That fucking ups the rate
and
of fire.
I instantly went up to like 117,000 DPS. So.
Fuck. Okay.
And then there's a vendor up in
the top dark zone.
The top safe house in the dark zone that sells only for Phoenix credits, but you have to be rank 50. So.
Okay. I know there's also Dark Zone credits too that you can buy stuff with.
Yeah, and those
it's
and
the
those
stuff.
ones.
Okay.
They may have like one yellow, one high end piece of gear, but most of the time it's just purples.
Yeah, I checked in mostly as purples.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like the one time I was in the dark zone, I was fucking frustrated, but because rogue agents fucking pissed me off. But I will say it was the most fun I've had in a multiplayer game in a long fucking time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just because like it was like neat because like I was like sitting there, I was way out in the open, and like on the fucking radar I saw a couple of skulls because someone just called in a fucking copter. And of course those two were like the team that was trying to fuck everybody's shit up for no reason. And
there was a reason.
or for you know, to get gear and shit. But they're just there to kill people mostly. And like I actually like hid around a car from them. Like I don't know, it was like a horror movie because they're like running down the street and I was just behind a car. I was fucking staring at them. Then as they were coming next to my car, I like went over to the other side and like let them run down the fucking thing. I was like, well, that was close. And then and then I got some gear from the NPCs, and I called in a copter myself because those two fucking assholes were over here fucking with these guys, and I was like, I'm just gonna run over here and fucking call a copter over here, and fucking all of a sudden I see the pings, and I'm like, fuck. Here they fucking come. And and the copter was like 5 seconds away. And I was like, come on, hurry up. I had my shield out. And I was kind of backed into a corner. And fucking the first guy just runs around the corner. I was fucking just laying into him. And then the second guy came around and he just shot the fucking sticky grenade and just murdered me. And I was like, well.
Yeah, it's funny. I've done a little bit of Dark Zone, and I actually haven't ran into rogue agents. I mean, I accidentally turned rogue one time because I was shooting at an enemy and a guy ran in front of me.
That's the story of my life in hardcore and Call of Duty.
But yeah, I went in there, found out the NPCs aren't like the NPCs outside the Dark Zone. Fucking cleared the area out, just was patient, then put my stuff in the helicopter and left. So it's pretty straightforward. I thought it was kind of neat. I'd like to do it with people.
I run with groups of 4 all the time in there. I don't go in there solo. It's suicide to go in there solo.
Yeah.
Although there was
found that out.
one time I was actually coming around the corner on one of the DZs, one of the drop zones that's on the extraction zones. That's what I'm saying. On top of one of the parking garages. It's up on top of stuff. It's probably in like DZ 1 or 2. Come around the corner. There's literally a dude in mid animation to put like his shit on the rope, and I was like, "Fuck it, YOLO." I fucking capped his ass. He dropped a fucking high-end yellow.
That guy was fucking breaking.
No, this is
shit.
the best.
He's kicking his TV in.
I'm literally not even joking. This is the best shit because you can hear people. The VoIP is basically distance based. So you
It's
can
like
hear
Call
people.
of Duty
Proximity.
or Halo.
Proximity, yeah. So I literally looked down at the dude as he's laying on the ground. I'm like, "Thanks, dude." I extracted in front of him as I'm leaving. I'm not even joking. I hear this like most guttural, like I haven't heard this since the days of like original like Halo 2 of just like this fuck yeah. I was like, oh, like damn, he pissed.
Yeah,
He's gonna fucking hear that. Thanks, dude. Just fucking echo in his head at night when he's trying to sleep.
I know. He's
gonna
gonna
stare at
wake
his
him up.
broken controller on the floor and just fucking.
He's just grabbing his TV and just fucking slamming it down and shaking it.
fucking rage is gonna intensify.
Yeah, I mean, I was fucking pissed when I got killed. And I had a fucking purple MP7 or something like that. And I was like, this is a dope gun. I was like, I can't wait to get this thing out.
You said you're not 30 though, right? Okay, here's the advice I'm going to give you. This is going to save you so much time and make it so much easier for you. When you hit level 29, go into the DZ and grind out to 50 at 29. Because you can do that before you jump into 30. Because if you jump into 30, you're in that 30 bracket. You're only going to be running with other 30s that are way, way geared past you. And they're just going to wreck your shit constantly. So for new players, it's a good idea, like level 29, go in there, bang out all the DZ and all the Dark Zone you need, all the ranks, and then hit 30 and you're already 50. You don't have to fuck with the level 30 Dark Zone.
Yeah.
What do the ranks in there do?
Just separate you from other players, essentially. So
It's a bracket system, yeah.
Yeah, and guns, the Dark Zone guns have like a rank you need to hit before you can use them.
Isn't the max 99?
it's 50.
50?
Wait,
50.
But the guy on Xbox One got to 99.
Yeah.
Never seen 99.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
never seen 50.
Yeah, it was like he was 30 and 99.
Yeah, I remember when
and he
IGN,
did
they're
it.
like the first guy to get to 99.
Yeah.
Or maybe, most people probably just get to 50 and they just quit because there's no reason to go past 50.
Well, he's ready for fucking that level 99 gear.
What do we think about the set pieces that are gonna happen?
Or the DLC in general.
Yeah, the DLC in general.
I said it earlier when we first started playing it. It felt a lot like Diablo 3, and it just keeps doing more Diablo 3 things, and it's not a bad thing.
For people who aren't playing the game, what are the things that are similar to Diablo and
the
Division?
crafting system in general, with the random, essentially like the minimum and the maximum in each category of every stat that and then being able to re-roll those stats as well.
Yeah, the re-rolling is really neat and it's straight out of Diablo.
Straight out of Diablo. Them talking about adding sets. Diablo's been doing this since the beginning.
Yeah, I saw a picture of the sets and they're green or whatever.
Yeah, and what's
stoked
really
for that.
neat is after you get all set, you get an unknown talent added to your agent.
Yeah, it's a set bonus.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, your set bonus, yeah.
I was wondering what kind of set bonus it would be. So
I mean, we got Incursions coming, which is their version of essentially raids.
raids.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are going to be able to?
It's only going to be 4, I heard, but it's going to be no respawns.
No respawns, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No
That's what I
checkpoints
read. There's
either.
no checkpoint, so if you wipe your fucking.
Yeah, it's not that there's no
fucking
respawns,
intense.
it's no checkpoints.
Yeah.
Because you can respawn, but you go to the beginning.
Yeah.
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 But basically,
weird.
there's no
And
respawns.
of course,
there.
everything. Yeah, and of course, everything just fucking goes back to normal again.
Yep. I mean, other than that, just other things I've noticed while we've been playing, still finding cosmetics. You said you have like at least 75 jackets.
I have like 75 jackets. I'm not even joking.
I mean, it's crazy. They may not have spent a lot of time in the character creation part, but the clothing options are ridiculous.
That's the character creator, pretty much.
Now, mind you, a lot of the stuff I'll get will be like
just a different
a
color.
jacket that I already have, but it's like this color that I don't have.
Yeah, it's still awesome.
So-
Yeah, exactly. It's cool that there is. Yeah, because there's like a lot of colors. It's like, oh, you got a purple jacket. I'm like, God damn it.
You played Watch Dogs though, didn't you? Mm-hmm. It was all the same fucking outfit. and just different,
Just different colors.
Different colors with
That was
like
such
a
a fucking
different
letdown.
scarf. Yeah. Like,
So this, I'm like, well, fuck. At least they're not doing that in every game.
I've been running around in the siege outfit from.
I wear the siege stuff.
I wear the whole set.
I wear the fucking broker gear. The fucking.
I did wear that first.
a bunch of
I had the.
I can't wear the broker gear because I feel like I'm just some asshole in Saints Row 2 or something.
Yeah.
I wear the broker gear, and I,
like
of course,
fucking-
put on the fedora hat or whatever that's in the
Yeah.
game. And then I went and I joined a DZ group just to go start running through it. And I run in, and there's a guy wearing the exact same thing, and I was like,
Oh, of
fuck
course.
this.
Of course there is.
I took it off immediately.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I'm still really surprised on the variety. When I'm in a group, no one's dressed the same.
No, it's nice because
Which is
your
really
personal
cool.
style actually gets to come out.
Yeah, and
So-
you can
Yeah,
not wear a
because there is
coat
a
too, which I
shitload.
typically don't wear a coat. So
They actually when I logged on today, it was like, here's some new items, and it was like fireman outfits, some different police uniforms, different
Oh,
ones than
really?
the ones that they already have in. And I was
Probably
like,
won't get those on console for a little bit, but yeah.
yeah, I just saw them in. I was like, well, what's this stuff? It's like, you got free stuff for some cash thing or something.
That's pretty cool.
that's really cool.
And that's something they could easily just implement like whenever they want. Is fucking just outfits and fucking just turn it into a fucking MMO like that way. You know, like that way. It's
Do
just-
microtransactions for they already have that.
Shh,
Yeah.
Don't give them ideas, but yeah, I mean, it just being able. I mean, I don't want to see people running around with fucking like angelic wings or some horse shit. But I mean, like, having
It'd be
so
cool though
many
if you could
different
like dress
fucking-
up kind of like the fucking cleaners or like
Yeah,
wear their
yeah.
outfits and shit,
Like
or start
the
looking a little
or have
different.
like a Riker jumpsuit or
yeah,
something
like
like
you don't
that.
necessarily have to be too like fantasy looking
But
or
no,
crazy,
like,
but like
Altair kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's-
Surprised that's not in
if
there.
that was in there though, fucking everybody.
And I don't want to see fucking RoboCop or something like that. Just fucking,
Detroit is urban.
you know, or fucking something, you know. So, but I do agree. It is nice to have the options. It is nice to fucking. Actually, you're right to let your own personal style kind of head
No,
out.
it's really neat because like me and Seth have the same face on our characters, but you never see that because he picked glasses first off, so
Yeah.
like his face is partially covered anyways, and then he wears a lot of more of like tactical military style stuff. As I'm like I said earlier, my guy's pure hiking gear. Like,
Yeah, and I never wear hats. I don't like hats in that game.
I wear a baseball cap.
Wear a
Sometimes-
beanie.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't even wear the jackets. I was going with the
I normally don't.
the thermal layer. I had like this really cool like black and gray thermal layer that just looked really fucking badass underneath the
Yeah,
armor and stuff.
for
Just wear
pre-ordering,
that.
I got this orange and black fucking outfit. It was supposed to be like a hazmat kind of suit looking thing. Except the boots are straight up like rubber boots and they look like shit. But like,
wear that with the broker suit.
or it's like orange, black, and white, and it looks really, really neat. Like the pants are cool and shit like that. But and that's usually what I wear. I usually don't wear jackets either because they're fucking giant.
Oh yes, yeah, I
Some of
do.
them are fucking
Some of the
big
jackets are
and-
huge. Some of them are a little slimmer
like
looking.
the big trendy shell jackets or something.
Honestly,
like
the
that.
jacket I'm wearing it doesn't look that big. So
Yeah.
Well, my one thing is like scarves. Like there's some of them that are just like literally rings that go around your neck.
Yeah.
And then there's others that are actually like a fucking scarf.
Well, and then the ones there's ones that are like scarves, and some that are like bigger scarves. Like I have like a more like trendier like wool scarf than I have like a weird like little like fancy fucking
Ascotty.
yeah kind of thing. And then the ones that are like rings on your neck, I'm assuming that's just like tucked in
Yeah.
for different.
Well,
looks
like-
or
shit.
tactical wear.
yeah.
Well, like and then I got like fucking green camo scarf. One, it was blue, and two, it didn't have a pattern. It was just fucking blue, solid.
I think I got one of those too. I remember looking at one of the
Yeah.
scarves and being like, that doesn't have camo pattern on
Yeah,
it.
I
What
was
the
like-
fuck is
Like,
that?
what the fuck is this?
I was talking with Dale at work, and we are talking about weapons that are in the game. Is there rocket launchers in the game at all?
I have not seen any rocket launchers.
I haven't seen anything heavy weaponry like that at all. No.
Like I'm really surprised that there's not like a rocket launcher you could use like 2 shots and have to reload slowly or something like that, or 1 shot like an RPG.
It is a little surprising, but they could have them later. So
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And then like,
mean-
is there auto shotguns?
Have them. Yeah, there are.
There are.
I have not played with
Because
any
I
shotguns
have a
really, so-
semi-auto shotgun, which is pretty cool. But
I mean, if you think about it, you equip the explosive ammo and you get a machine gun, you've kind of got like an auto fire rocket
Dude,
launcher.
with a marksman
Yeah.
rifle, you get that 100% proc on those for every headshot. So you just see the bullet hit, you hear that noise, and all of a sudden, and their head just reels back. It's crazy.
What do you guys think about the next DLC being free, and then they're gonna release another free DLC, and then the actual 3 DLCs are gonna come out?
I think it's cool. I like that. It almost seems like they kind of took a note from The Witcher on that, because The Witcher did 16. Was it 16 free DLCs?
16.
They gotta catch up a little bit.
Well, it's just like,
Yeah,
well,
but those are all small DLCs.
Yeah,
this
they're
is
all-
actually adding like game modes and stuff. So.
yeah, they're all tiny. But yeah, I didn't realize that Falcon Lost was free.
Yeah,
Those.
the thing I read said that this next one coming up is free, and then the one after that will also be free, and then the 3 after that will be the pay-for ones. Xbox One gets exclusive 1 month early rights to 2 out of 3 of them, which is fucking.
It's a weird
to me.
number, yeah.
Yeah, that's all they could get. I
Do it
guess.
all or fucking none, idiots.
Well, I'm not a big fan of when they do that anyway, regardless of what console, but it's just weird they only got 2 of them.
Right.
Destiny and that PlayStation only dungeon for like a year before Xbox got it.
That's fucking.
It's
weird.
Activision in general with PlayStation. so.
All the
Yeah.
Call of Duty games, or all the Call of Duty, the DLCs, the
Yeah.
PS4 is getting about a month early. By the way, Eclipse was just announced. Of course, it's 3 brand new maps, and they're doing a remake of a map from World at War called Bonsai.
Did you play Black Ops 3, Rob?
I have it.
You have
I've
it?
dabbled in it.
Really?
Not really actually played it.
Are you not into it, or you just got other things to play?
I just feel like if I'm going to play something where I'm running off walls, I'm going to go play Titanfall. So
What do you guys think of? So I kind of asked you this. I've been kind of in the middle of a weird war lately in the Black Ops 3 subreddit on Reddit about how they think supply drops are unbalanced.
Explain supply drops, though.
I'm
'cause
completely ignorant
Chevy
on
doesn't really play the
Okay,
game
so it used to be a lot harder, but at the end of every match, depending on the time spent in that match, you get cryptic keys. 10 cryptic keys give you a common supply drop. 30 give you a rare, which is a guaranteed rare or legendary item. And the items range
It's their
from
way of getting loot, essentially.
yeah, and items range from like emblems to put on your emblem, or stamps pretty much to put on your
Yeah, I know what that stuff
emblem.
is. I just don't know what the chests are.
Yeah. And then it goes all the way up to fucking specialized outfits and shit. To now
Which
they
they've
now
been
they've-
actively putting outfits, guns, new guns in the game.
and
You can only
guns
get through.
is where people are starting to draw the line. Are starting to say this is horse shit.
Sure.
And of course, Activision was like, "Hey, buy COD points, you can open these fucking things." And people are bitching about that. To me, it's nothing new. I mean, Activision's been doing that since. I mean, they did it in Advanced Warfare. That's just something.
What's not new, though? Because the
The
whole crypto
whole-
key system, I feel like, is new.
It is, but like
Not new to games, but new to Call of Duty.
well, yeah, but buying chests.
Okay, to clean this up, I think the bigger issue that people are having is some people feel like because there's a chance to get these things and you accrue them through playing the game, that some people might have a gun and they don't have it because they haven't got that drop yet. In my mind, I'm like, welcome to fucking MMOs. Or drop.
Well, and that's my biggest
But
fucking
you can
thing.
buy them as well, but people feel as if that's like maybe a paywall.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. Even though these drops you can just get through normal play. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Every payday I spend like $10 on COD points, and I open up fucking chests. It's no big deal. to me.
Activision likes you.
the
Yeah,
cryptic
I mean-
keys, you buy them.
No, you just get them in matches.
You just get them
you
and then you get
can
the
buy
drop.
You accrue them through playing
Yeah.
the game, or you can buy them.
Gotcha.
It's like any fucking MMO that has a fucking in-game fucking currency and a fucking pay.
But then you get the supply crate. Then you have to pay to open it.
no.
No, use the keys.
You just
Just
use
use the
the fucking
keys?
crypt
Yeah,
keys.
but you
You
can
literally-
you can buy keys.
Okay, so it's
So you can
literally
buy keys.
kind of like Team Fortress 2.
So like
Yes.
every game ever, especially like Battlefield, where you can play the fucking game and unlock weapons, or you can pay them to unlock the weapons for you. In this game, you can get crypto keys, open the chests at a slower rate, the way the game's designed. Or if you want to fucking be impatient, you can pay them. They'll give you the keys, and you can just fucking open them to your heart's content. And obviously, these people are gonna have a faster chance at unlocking these guns.
Very mobile game fashion.
Yeah. But it's not. You get crypto keys fucking often. You get 2 times crypto key weekends.
And you get 2 keys 2 to 3 keys a match.
So I have to put this out there though. I actually completely agree with the people who are complaining, only in the aspect of that there are weapons involved. And
How many times have I played a fucking Void in Warframe hoping to get a part for a gun that everybody else fucking has? It's RNG. I mean, there's fucking... You just got to deal with it.
By the sounds of it, a much smaller RNG though. Is my point. Like,
Well, you have a chance to get a bunch of different guns, right?
I will say the loot tables in those chests are very fucking... They're very large. But to me, it's... I mean, how many times have you guys been in fucking raids for hours only to not get the roll on the fucking end boss for loot?
sure, but there was no way to buy them.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, other than going into the auction house, I assume.
No.
No, you can't buy them.
Bind on equip. You cannot trade or sell.
Here's the thing though, because fucking it's really simple. It's fucking how what's the advantage of having these guns? Are they that much better? I haven't used them, so I don't know. Well, hold on a second. So if they are comparable to all the other weapons, like all the other Call of Duties, when they've introduced new weapons in the DLCs, they've always been comparable to the other weapons already. So like, if I can run in there and use my base guns still kill people, these people with these guns that they essentially paid for don't have a huge advantage on me, I can be patient until I get my gun because I'm choosing that route, or I can pay for them or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if they're fucking OP, then I see the bigger issue. I understand why people have an issue with it. I personally don't have an issue with it because it's the same as in Warframe. Bring up Warframe because I buy shit in Warframe. You can unlock
not a versus game.
Almost. I know. Here's the thing though. That's what I'm saying. The advantage. What's the advantage of buying something in Warframe? To get access to it faster, and then ultimately maybe have a fucking Warframe that's better than the starter Warframes, and be able to help your team. The advantage helps everybody, so people aren't going to complain about it as much. It's essentially the same thing. When you're doing the versus, though, if you get a weapon out of there, it's hopefully just a different weapon.
Yeah.
It's not amazing.
One ideally, sure.
And all the Call of Duty so far, when they've introduced new weapons, some of them I think are fucking garbage. Some of them I think are fucking awesome. But they're not, like, outstandingly, amazingly awesome. I mean, like, I even defend fucking Battlefield allowing you to buy guns. You could argue the same thing. It's a versus game. But there's people with fucking jobs and lives. They don't have fucking 400 hours to devote to a game.
Sure.
And they want to fucking just be able to jump in and use the guns. And Battlefield's really good about having very minute differences in stats. It's all about preference over if your gun is the best or not. You could go into Battlefield with a fucking M16 and still kill people in like 2 shots. So
right.
It's not that big a deal. Call of Duty, I guarantee anybody with any of these fucking weapons that they've unlocked through the crypto key system, whether they paid for it or not, I could still fucking kill them with almost any gun in the fucking game. I do understand that people feel like they're being fucking cheated or whatever, but I personally don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see no difference between it and what happens in Team Fortress 2. It's literally the same thing.
How does that work?
You literally get chests randomly, and you can spend money to buy these keys or get them through special means like doing certain challenges and things like that. Or during this like Steam Christmas sale, like you could open those gifts like back in the day, like 2 or 3 years ago, and you could get keys out of that too.
Okay.
But it's literally the same thing. You can get cosmetic items, you can get weapons, you can get all that stuff. But the game also is a little different, I guess, because you're not leveling up to get items, because you can get items anytime. Mm-hmm. You could just get that really cool gun you've wanted just for dying once in a certain match. Mm-hmm. Or you can get it from a chest, or you can craft it together. I guess that.
Yeah, man, Team Fortress 2 has fucking changed a little bit since last time I played it. But yeah, and that's my fucking thing is like, no one's saying anything about the guns. Like, if they're super strong, if they're...
I don't hear anything about that ever.
They're
like,
OP.
when you bring it up.
I haven't really been killed by those new guns.
I ain't seen them, but I barely play it right now, so...
You know, I've seen maybe one time. It was the fucking shotgun handgun. And,
if it's not an overpowered weapon, I don't see the problem.
I don't... Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
It's people are saying that pieces of the game are locked.
But they're not, though. They're
behind
just
a paywall.
Slowed.
I agree. That's my main thing is, like, I think that the guns are not pay to fucking win. They're not OP in any fucking way. So whoever's lucky enough to get them is just murdering people now.
They didn't have to... you already bought the product anyway. You have all of the game already. They didn't have to add the guns, so that's an extra thing anyway. So it's really hard to start having the conversation on what's owed to you at that point. Just like if they introduce like cosmetic items or whatever. I mean, like I said, I don't know the stats on these guns. So that's the part that I my opinion is swaying a little bit. But I mean, like, if they release stuff that wasn't originally part of the game that you look at, you're like, I want that. I'm willing to pay money for that. And even if you do pay money for crypto keys, you're not guaranteed to get those fucking guns still.
Yeah, you could never receive that gun you
Like,
want.
you could just be that jackass who's putting money into a fucking game and not getting the weapons that you want.
Yeah.
Maybe those are some people bitching too.
Yeah, but no one's fucking yanking their arm behind their back.
What was your opinion on this, though? Because you were starting to say something.
I was just saying, and I am going to have to backtrack a little now, because after obviously hearing 3 separate opinions, I am a little swayed, but I still think that overall, in a competitive game, whether it is Battlefield or Call of Duty or whatever, that being able to buy your way into weapons is generally not a good thing. Now, I will concede that there is a fine line there, and if it is a completely balanced system and is not, if it is absolutely not changing the balance of the game, then no one has a right to complain other than people who are just upset that they don't have the collection completed.
Yeah.
But if it is a balance issue, it is absolutely a problem.
Well, and I'm with you though. I don't think it's completely black or white. I don't think it's either right or wrong. I think it's foggy. You just need the details. But I mean, generally, when I started hearing about getting items that people have to work to access with money or whatever, it just raises questions for me. It makes me think, what are they getting for that money, and how much is it fucking other people? Because at that point, if it is making it to the point where the community is not enjoying the game very much, for the people who are willing to pay the money, then that's counterproductive.
Right.
You don't want to have the community pissed off at each other, because then people are not going to want to fucking play the game. It's going to ruin the longevity of it and shit like that. That's overall bad. I mean, I don't really care about like Activision trying to get money. Of course they are, but fucking...
They're doing fine.
Yeah. It's not even like Warframe where I'm like, yeah, fucking, they're making money. This is awesome. Like Activision, I'm like, you guys are fucking doing fine. You don't need that extra money.
Yeah.
But people are willing to give it to you. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look further into it, but people are always going to be upset because of the money factor, because fucking everybody has different amounts of money. Some people don't have money. Some people have fucking so much money they don't fucking think about it. So it's always going to create
levels of animosity of some sort. So
people.
Now, do you think there would be the same kind of animosity if there wasn't the microtransaction system?
If it was just a random loot thing within the game, no.
People bitch about the drop rates. That's it.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, that's exactly it.
People just automatically assume it's pay to win when it's something.
Well, like, and then that's
well,
the thing is like I think it's very knee jerk, man. Like they just see it as like, he has guns, I can't get them. That means fucking. That means this, and then they start to just fucking complain about it. And honestly, to me, the guns, they, like I said, I've never been killed by them. I've seen one. And that's it. Like, and then other than that, it's like a handful. There's like 4 new guns and a handful of fucking melee weapons. And to me, the guns even seem like they're kind of doing weird throwbacks to the older, because the new SMGs, the MP40 from World at War, like it looks like an MP40. It's actually neat looking. But I'm not fucking up in arms because I can't play with the MP40.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one thing that's coming into my brain too is to get new maps for the game and to get access to those, you have to buy them. Mm-hmm. People can't just play them. Mm-hmm. And obviously, it's not a drop rate system to that, but like people don't bitch about that. You have to buy it.
They're tired of bitching about it. They already did.
Yeah. So like with the guns, it's just like I said, if it makes the game unbalanced, it's a problem. If it's not balanced, or if it's still balanced, it's not that big a deal.
My biggest thing with Call of Duty, and it pisses me off every fucking year, because everybody does this. It's coming around again. Is fucking, they're like, Activision's fucking money grubbing. This Call of Duty's fucking bad.
They're not pretending.
This fucking they're very they're very non.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's just like fucking with the guns. They're like, I paid $60 and I paid another fucking such and such for the season pass, and blah blah blah. So they think they're entitled to these fucking guns, and you're not. Though those guns were free and they were added extra. Like you're not entitled to them. I don't think that for some reason it's kind of me.
Well, that's nothing new, though. I mean,
and you know what? If you don't fucking like it,
stop paying for it.
don't fucking buy Call of Duty, man. Like, honestly.
One, and
Well,
I was going to bring up also...
That's not completely fair, though.
It's not, but the mentality, obviously, if you don't want to support it, then don't support it.
Vote with your wallet.
Use your
Yeah,
money.
but don't buy it. Don't buy it and then continue to fucking bitch about it. When this
That's
has
a
been
war
the
you're not
same
gonna win.
fucking argument
No,
year
you,
after
you
year.
Can, you can have an opinion about it. You can have a negative opinion about it, but fucking just think about it critically. Break it down, have a conversation like we're having about it, and think, is it really unfair? But you could buy a $6 game of a series that you've always liked, and if they change something, start raising questions about it. Like, we all agree on it, so we're on the same page, but, like, someone might think it's unfair. Maybe they haven't thought about it like we're thinking about it. Maybe what we're saying still doesn't fucking matter. Mm-hmm. They still have that opinion. They can still feel alienated from a game they love. I wouldn't say not buy it, but fucking if it continued, yeah, then, I mean, I guess it's time to jump ship, but... I'm hesitant to say get the fuck out if you don't like it, because they've changed. They took out fucking, as much as I fucking hate it, they took out fucking Last Stand. They took out fucking Martyrdom because people bitched about it. So fucking there was something in the game people don't like, that they liked the game but they didn't like that feature. They took it out. Now I'm over it, but like that sucked for me. But like I'm gonna keep playing the game. Like it's just the ever-evolving state of Call of Duty. I mean, the only reason we even have crypto keys is because the last game had a fucking loot system.
Yeah.
With randomized loot, which is a really cool fucking
Hell, there's
idea.
people that are all pissed off and up in arms over the fact that now it's a jump and run, Titanfall parkour kind of game now. Like, they want to go back to the old, the old run and gun.
That fucking comparison bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It's not Titanfall, and it never has been.
Well, it's funny because the Advanced Warfare thing, people are like, this is Titanfall. I'm like, that's not fucking Titanfall.
I'm not saying it controls like Titanfall.
Hold on a second. When Advanced Warfare was coming out, the people were like, this is Titanfall. I'm like, that's not fucking Titanfall. Titanfall, you don't boost around constantly, fucking like left and right and stuff like that. And then I saw Black Ops 2. I'm like, this is closer to Titanfall. And no one's saying shit. They all said Advanced Warfare is Titanfall. There is similarities in the running on the wall stuff, but like the core gameplay that is Call of Duty is absolutely still there. It's Call of Duty with running on walls. Titanfall, you could feel a lot because those are the dudes who made Call of Duty. Fucking, you could feel a lot of that fucking Call of Duty-esque stuff, but Titanfall has such its own feeling, especially with like the 50 on 50% fucking mech combat versus on foot combat. It's hard for me to. They feel completely different. I wouldn't play either of those games for the same reason.
I just feel like it's just a funny coincidence that they had this idea for a game that they'd wanted to make for a long time. Not necessarily Titanfall, but where it had the acrobatics and stuff. And Activision was like, no, you just make Call of Duty. You just make Call of Duty. That's all you do. And then the whole fallout with Activision, they go to make their own studio. They make Titanfall. It's mildly successful. It's not super blockbuster, but it does well enough. Then next year, boom. Here's running on walls.
The thing that doesn't, I don't even think about that at all, because fucking, as the dudes who made the original Call of Duty, these motherfuckers know all about people taking good ideas. I mean, Call of Duty defined FPS as we know it now. FPS is how they are now, the way they are because of Call of Duty. They fucking came up with all those fucking ideas. They're all based off fucking RPGs and MMOs anyway. And so they took those ideas, put in FPS, made fucking crack cocaine, and then fucking everybody else wanted to fucking make the exact same game. And that's why none of those games got as popular as fucking Call of Duty. People talk shit about Call of Duty all fucking day, but people keep buying it because there's nothing that plays as well, as smooth, and is as fucking addicting.
Too.
The only thing that's close to it is fucking Battlefield, and Battlefield is not Call of Duty. As much
they're
as
different games completely.
As much as 3 tried to be.
Yeah.
So, I actually want to kind of switch this a little bit.
No, that's fine.
So earlier today, Rob was sitting here telling me about the guys who used to work for. Help me here. They made.
They used to work for Blizzard technically on Diablo 2.
Yes. And then they made Torchlight. Those guys, that company.
What's the name of the studio?
Wait, the guys who made Torchlight worked on Diablo?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Well, a couple of the guys did.
Just like the guys who made
Reaction
fucking...
Studios. I don't remember the name.
Wait, that's kind of irrelevant. So the whole point is those people, I guess, left that studio. And I didn't know that. It's probably a big reason we don't have another Torchlight right now. Now, the company still exists, and they're still making the mobile game and whatever they're working on. But they left and made it a game on their own, just the two of them, I guess. And
Wait, so the guys who made Torchlight left that company?
Yes.
And are making another game.
it's made, and I bought it today because he talked it up real big. It's called
Rebel Galaxy.
Rebel Galaxy. It's a 2D space shooter in the same vein as Freelancer.
Okay.
I bought it on PS4. Controls really well. It's really interesting, though, that we have these guys who've literally now...
Travis Baldry and Eric Schaefer.
Yeah, they went from Blizzard to... I can't remember the company, but the Torchlight company. I know they have their own company for this game.
They're receding
Runic
like a
Games.
motherfucker. Yeah, Runic Games.
Yeah, the
Runic.
Diablo later, they co-founded Flagship Studios in order to make Hellgate London.
Oh, yeah.
Baldry created
So
Fate.
4 companies.
And when he went to Flagship, had a hand in building Mythos. Later, the pair they teamed up to founded Runic Games, where they gave birth to successful Torchlight. And then, in an interview that I read, they were like, they got tired of the grind. It was starting to feel like a big company again. They didn't want that. They wanted that indie feel, essentially.
Yeah.
And so then
A
they
lot of people are
stopped.
going
And they
that
made
way
Double
right now.
Damage, and they released Rebel Galaxy, which I played the shit out of.
I heard it's and I watched a review before I bought it, and it's apparently just a very solid, at least 20-hour game.
Okay.
So, but it has the same things Freelancer has in almost every regard, except for it definitely feels like it's on a flat plane, as Freelancer was very good at fooling you that it
You said it's 2D though?
it is. Well, 2D plane.
On a flat plane, technically.
Yeah, so you can't go up or down. You can only go left or right, forward or backward type of thing.
Oh, that's
Freelancer was technically the same, but they did a really good job of fooling you and
You could
making
fly
it
up,
seem.
but there was nothing above
yeah,
you.
it made it seem like it was 3D. So,
Is it multiplayer?
no.
Okay.
Is it like look through this cockpit fucking...
No, it's cameras out.
Yeah, cameras out. Like you're piloting.
okay.
It's the point is they wanted to make a game where you're piloting like those ships, the big fucking ships that like have 1,000 crew members.
Yeah.
like giant, star destroyers, and you're
Okay.
basically going through, and you're like a Han Solo of
Very
a star
naval
destroyer.
in its combat style too.
Huh.
You have to you can go sideways from people, turn your camera, and just essentially shoot your cannons.
and then
broadside over
everything
like
that
a
Freelancer
motherfucker.
had, where you've got trading, piracy. You can be good, you can be
Factions,
bad.
yeah.
You can get different ships. You can customize, modify those ships.
It's on
That's
PS4?
Yep.
on
So I
PS
put about an hour and a half
Yeah,
in today.
PS4, Xbox
It's a
One,
pretty
and
solid
PC.
game. So
I'll check it out just because it's those guys. Because
Yeah.
I love Torchlight and Torchlight 2.
it was really interesting.
That's really fucking disappointing to me though.
It is.
Like that really kind of kills me. Because
Yeah,
I
because-
loved Torchlight 2. And
Yeah.
I've been waiting for Torchlight 3. I've been waiting for fucking expansions for Torchlight 2. And those guys left.
Probably not.
And
gonna
now
happen,
the modding community is pretty much taking that fucking...
So,
That's fucking crazy.
yeah,
Man.
And I was gonna say the guys who make oh god, what's that Diablo type game? It's literally Diablo 2.5. No,
Oh, Path of Exile.
Path of Exile. Those guys originally, I guess, worked on the original Diablo, so they made that game because
It's so funny how many of these people left to make their own Diablo clones.
yeah,
Path of Exile did it really well because Path of Exile came out with a little bit before Diablo 3.
No, it came out after, I
right
thought.
around the same time.
Yeah, and it was like I remember a lot of the advertisement for it was like this is gritty like how Diablo should be, because I was back when they were showing all the colorful graphics of D3.
They can talk shit all they want about D3. I love that game.
Yeah, that game's awesome. After it got fixed.
Yeah,
And
it was fun before.
I loved it before and after. Just after it was addicting.
but yeah, it was like that game was really cool because they brought the fucking super grittiness back. They brought
No, it feels
Diablo
very much
2
like Diablo
was.
2.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing,
It's
is-
hard as fuck.
Is
Like
D3 is an evolution of Diablo, but doesn't feel like the next Diablo 2.
Yeah.
Diablo 2 is such a fucking dark, gothic, macabre fucking
Yeah.
place. It's
Oh, yeah.
creepy as shit. It's just then it's slower
Sanctuary
paced.
sucks.
Slower pace. Fucking D3 is way more fucking hyper. It's essentially going from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. It's the fucking. It's still kind of thematically the same, but it's fucking crazier.
It's a whole new creature.
But
yeah.
but Path of Exile feels like almost a direct continuation of what Diablo 2 is kind of going to.
Right.
It just felt like crack to me. It feels like the thing I like about Path of Exile is it feels like all these hack and slash games are trying to get away from that old like skill tree system.
They didn't at all.
And so they're like, oh, here's these runes, here's these abilities, and World of Warcraft is doing it, simplifying and making it easier. But I'm like, I want the min maxing, and then I get into Path of Exile, and they're like, here's the grid, and I'm like, holy shit,
This is Final Fantasy X all over again.
I'm gonna lose myself in this.
When I saw it, I was like, holy fuck, this is crazy.
Yeah, it was the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X.
Times
I just
10.
zoomed out and I was like, Jesus. And I zoomed out more. I was like, oh my god. And I zoomed out again. I was like, well,
that's a game in itself. The whole fucking skill tree. Trying to figure that fucking thing out.
I talked to a coworker of mine who's been playing it recently, and he said they made it a lot easier to get your points back in respec though. So.
That's kind of
before it was kind of fucking rough because you gotta go back by like 3 or 5.
And you had to go find an item to do it.
Yeah.
Anything past that.
Potion of respec or something.
So you can get those potions a lot easier now, though. So.
That's kind of cool.
That's good.
You know what game actually had a really cool skill tree, and they just added onto it a Diablo-like game, Grim Dawn, of course, made by the people who made Titanfall.
I haven't played this, but I hear a lot of people.
Grim Dawn's dope.
Grim Dawn, like it has the same Titanfall double.
Made by the
It's made by the people who founded
not Titanfall.
Titan Quest.
Titan Quest.
Yeah.
It's made by the same guys who made
Oh,
Titan
yeah,
Maybe
Quest.
it was Titan Quest, not Titanfall.
Don't bring
I'm
up
sorry.
Titanfall. You got me excited.
Same people who made Titan Quest.
Okay.
And but it still has the dual class system.
Yeah.
The classes are a little bit different now because the time is a little different. I mean, it is fantasy, but it's like more kind of steampunkish.
It's like fucking kind of like Bloodborne in its setting.
Bloodborne-ish. Yeah.
Because there's guns and stuff, but
very
it's still like
mechanical,
very
very
old
Just a
school.
hodgepodge of shit.
Yeah, but then they added this weird constellation system, and it's kind of like a sphere grid. Like, it's fucking big. Like, you complete these constellations, you get bonuses, and depending on which ones you choose, like, of course, I chose one that fucking help guarding. So my shield skills are a little bit more gnarly. But the only way to get points in those is fucking these altars you find in the world. So, that are heavily fucking guarded. But yeah, Grim Dawn's really good.
Have we even played it together?
No.
We've both played it quite a bit, and we haven't played together. That's stupid. Yeah. No, it's really good though. Like you guys would like it if you haven't played it. I don't know if you played it or not, but I feel like Titan Quest. It's literally the same engine, just upgraded or updated because
I remember you talking about
those
that now that I
guys.
think about it.
Those guys wanted to make a Titan Quest 2, and at the time, fucking THQ was like, those games are dead. People don't want those. And they're like, no, Titan Quest did pretty good. And they're like, no, those
sold over 1 million copies.
They're like, trust us, the genre's dead. They're like, okay. So THQ went under, and the guy hit up the dude who used to be the boss of him, and he's like, hey, can I get like the assets to Titan Quest? He's like, yeah, I guess. Like, you can have them, and he gave them to him. So they made Grim Dawn. So
yeah.
And then now you have games like, that Diablo 3, Path of Exile.
Loot games
totally
are
a
fucking
dead
huge
genre,
thing,
right?
Man. Yeah. Like,
they need to make more. Like, that's one of my favorite kinds of games
exactly.
ever. Like, the channel's called Tasty Loot Gaming. Like, fucking loot. Any game has loot. I mean, I want to fucking play it.
Well, it's like I was showing Rob here that game that's coming out by the guys who did.
Gungeon?
Yeah, Enter the Gungeon.
Dude, I'm so fucking excited for Gungeon. Enter the
from
Gungeon.
Devolver.
It comes out the 5th.
Yeah,
so
same day as Star Wars.
By the time this is up,
next Tuesday.
yeah.
Next Tuesday. Or this Tuesday.
So yeah, I was kind of showing him.
Tuesday.
I was showing him that, and I was like, it's a dungeon crawler, it's a bullet hell game, and there's loot.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
It's being made by Devolver, who made fucking Hotline Miami,
Broforce.
and fucking Broforce, which are both really fucking cool games.
Speaking of which, Julie's been playing the crap out of that.
What, Broforce? Yeah, the Broforce is fucking fun. They used to make really fast-paced, fun, bite-sized, like me and you said in
Hyper
the
fucking
episode.
games, yeah.
Just real quick, get in, have fun games. I can't wait for Enter the Gungeon because it's got loot.
I mean,
Because it has loot.
I think I got a controversy that should probably be discussed on top of the keys from Call of Duty. So, Overwatch, that comes out in like a month, right?
Josh actually wanted to bring that up too. So
Oh, really?
do us a
Yeah.
favor and explain the controversy before we talk about it.
Do you?
Well-
You brought it up.
So there's a character in Overwatch called Tracer, and she's a little Australian petite gal wearing kind of a skin tight suit.
Tomboyish.
Yeah, kind of tomboy. She's
Yeah.
like English or something, right? She had a pose that she would do like at a select screen, or I think it was
Victory.
at
It was a
victory.
pose.
Oh yeah, it was victory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Victory pose where she would like look over the shoulder and you'd see her ass, and she's wearing skin tight pants.
Right, because otherwise she'd catch on fire from how fast she moves.
So there was some complaints that this was like over sexualizing, and
It was one person.
And Blizzard ended up kowtowing to this, and they removed the pose, even though that pose is done also by, I found out later, like 4 or 5 other people.
Other
Yeah.
Mainly the I forgot her name, but she's the sniper chick who's like really
Black
dark
Widow
looking.
or Widowmaker.
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 And pretty much the two things there though is like fucking people were saying that this was over sexualizing, but also didn't fit her character because a lot of people were
That was
defending
the
it.
biggest argument Blizzard had.
Well, yeah, and a lot of
Yeah,
people were
that's
defending
what
it, saying that Widowmaker, they didn't change her pose because her character is supposed to be
It is
like
hypersexualized.
Yeah, Blizzard said that. They were like,
Sure.
they
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
like
yeah.
they needed to go along with it because they kind of agreed that that wasn't the direction they wanted for Tracer. They wanted her to be spunky and kind of rambunctious. And then Widowmaker's supposed to be their kind of like noir, sexy, kind of...
Sultry Jessica Rabbit type shit.
So straight up, someone complained about the fucking pronounced ass fucking popping up with Tracer, and they got rid of it.
Yeah,
Based off that.
And then the forums blew up.
The main complaint with that was this guy was like, my daughter really looks up to Tracer, thinks there's like a good strong woman, and blah blah blah. So that, and then Blizzard actually came back and said, this is kind of like the nail in that coffin. We were thinking of removing the pose kind of anyway, just because the whole character thing didn't fit her character. And trying to sexualize her.
Whereas I don't care about sexualizing a character. Who cares? It's a video game. They can make what they want.
Yeah.
If it is in the vein where they're like, we don't want this character to be that way, that's fine. I just don't like the fact that, people automatically just looked at it that way when there's other people that have that exact same pose. There's like instantly it's sexual, instantly it's instead of just an over the shoulder. I mean, how many games have you seen where somebody's doing the over the shoulder gun thing and it's like,
Well, dudes do it in games too.
How much
Someone made a video recently on YouTube showing all the asses in games of dudes.
Guys, I was going to say, how much time did you spend staring at Snake's ass as
And it was
he
very
humped
pronounced.
the
It was
ground,
very
crawling
much,
on it?
It was very much.
how much
there
undead
for a
ass did
reason.
you stare at in World of Warcraft?
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I understand the arguments on both sides for
Yeah.
sure. The only
Yeah.
thing I really am kind of bothered with is how quick Blizzard was to fucking just
Like lightning, yeah.
appease one group without really having a conversation or even a vote or seeing what the community
Sure.
wanted. I think it would be kind of cool to see a poll on like, hey, should we get rid of this or not?
The outrage was there. Like, as soon as they made that decision and they posted that blue post, like the forums like erupted in
More
like
people
anger.
are pissed they took it out than people were pissed about the ads. But we live in a fucking, not to get too political, but a society where fucking everybody is offended by everything, and fucking as someone who's trying to sell something, you need to, especially a product like Overwatch, it's a new IP, it's fucking Blizzard, they need the fan base to not be divided. So I get why they did it. I just really think it was kind of chicken shit the way they handled it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very pussified fucking thing also. My fucking thing is like, it's only sexual if you make it sexual. That's you. That's not Blizzard them doing
kinda.
that. If she was bent over fucking looking back at her ass's wagging,
Twerking.
that's different. But I mean, like, she's just doing a fucking over the shoulder pose that literally everybody's ever done ever. And
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, and I'm not offended, I don't care, but and for me, I wouldn't even say sexualized, if anything, because people are like, this doesn't fit her character. She seems upbeat. She seems like she could be flirty. I don't know the character. I haven't fucking played the game, but it's not crazy to think she'd be flirty. So her ass being a little popped is not that big a deal to me, because I looked at her, I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I don't know the character that fucking well, but I don't think she has to be fucking completely bent over like really extreme. Her right hip is fucking popped up. That's not normal stance. So it's obviously to show off her assets in a way. So.
All pun intended.
Yeah. So it was. They designed that. She's not just standing there. So obviously it was to show her ass off. But at the same time, her face is there. There was a certain positive, flirty charm to the pose. I would say. I can't be so simple as to say that's sexual. But
flirty, yeah. I agree with that.
That's my opinion. I think it was
flirty. In no way, you're right. In no way, I don't think it was fucking sexual unless you fucking want to be like, that ass girl. But, like, that one guy saying his daughter, like, looked up to Tracer, which, you know, everybody has their own heroes.
Why'd she look up to Tracer already?
I don't know.
There's games
but
like now.
Fucking, anyway, like, there's fucking...
I think it was based off the CG trailers.
Fucking like Wonder Woman.
The
How many people have looked up to her?
The CG trailer gives more info than her ass, though. Like, if you're gonna fucking read into shit, watch the trailer and see her interact with the kids. It's a super fucking charming, really cool Pixar-esque fucking video that I really like. The way she interacts with the kids or whatever is fucking really cool and very heroic, stuff like that. And it's cool. You get way more out of that than just looking at her ass and going, why the fuck is she sexual?
Sure, and I agree with you. I'm just saying
she
that
totally seems. Sorry to
no, you're fine.
To make a pun, she seems cheeky. So I mean, like, that makes sense to me. Even through the trailer, you could tell she has like kind of like a sense of humor. As being flirty, it shouldn't
she's
be.
She's shooting at people, shooting at her, and she's fucking like, "Hey, fucking, thanks for helping out, guys."
Yeah, like. Sorry, Chef.
No, you're fine. So. I do agree that them doing it so quickly is
that's my only problem with that.
Is a problem. Unless, and we obviously just have to kind of take them at their word for it, that they really were thinking about it already,
considering it, yeah.
And if they got that little bit of negative feedback and went, well, it's not just us, so...
Well, see, that's a really fucking good point. Because, if they were already considering, like, well, maybe...
How quickly they responded, too.
That's,
they were like...
that's a really good point. Because, maybe they were thinking about it, and then the community spoke up, and they're like, well, we were right. Maybe it wasn't the right direction.
As game designers, I'm sure, especially a company like Blizzard, they probably don't want all their characters to look the same either. Like, they go through, even, like, the... Because they're obviously, they don't care about the sexualization. And go back to Widowmaker. One of her alternate costumes is a skimpy ass skirt. Like,
well, the angel chick, doesn't she have cleavage or something going on?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I thought some other character had like cleavage, and to me, cleavage is the human body.
I think that fucking Porky guy has cleavage. Fucking pig man,
big ass.
But you know, they're a company that I'm sure that they want every character's poses to probably be different from the next character, and every outfit to fit their personalities and stuff like that. And I'm sure it was just like, this pose is in this game like 5-6 times already anyways, it doesn't matter.
Some people are arguing that it looked like a placeholder because of some of the other characters doing
it
almost
does
the exact
look a
same.
little weird on her.
Well, she seems like she's one of the earlier characters too, and we talk about Warframe all the time. Fucking the earlier Warframes all being reworked now though, because like their animations and their skill sets, stuff like that, are dated.
Yeah.
Just like maybe her pose was less inspired than when they got creative as they kept making the game.
Yeah.
Now they went back and went, maybe we can make something a little more characteristic of her. I mean, that's a really good fucking point. I still just have an issue with, first off, people just really being fucking just
overly sensitive.
Really overly, and I hate to say that because fucking everybody's opinion matters, but fucking that whole like horde mentality of fucking like, we gotta stop this ass.
Well, no, and like you brought up before, you should be able to have an opinion and express that, and stuff. But it is exactly that, they're immediately getting angry and like almost forceful of like, well, you don't agree with me, and just getting upset and causing essentially a giant scene about something.
Yeah,
I mean that's really ridiculous. Unfortunately, I don't.
Honestly, though, aside from Blizzard just fucking quietly getting rid of the pose, though, I feel like they handled it pretty well. I think the whole situation has been handled pretty well because it's not like they're going through the game getting rid of all the asses. No, like, we gotta fucking get rid of all these because fucking they're gonna hate them.
Stop the booty.
Yeah. But I don't know. It is. I mean, what do you think? Because it seems like you're a little more oofed about it.
Well, the whole thing, like, and I do think that that's the reason they were already thinking about it. It wasn't because some little girl fucking looked up to her. Because I also think that fucking Samus Aran is a fucking gnarly bitch. And she fucking
Gnarly bitch.
she fucking and she's sexualized, wearing her Zero Suit all the fucking time.
People have problems with that too.
But people love her. Like I said earlier, fucking Wonder Woman. She has fucking her ass is all over the fucking place.
People
though.
have
Yeah,
problems with
that's
that though too.
Well, yeah, but like,
And they did take away things because of complaints with Wonder Woman. Originally, her weakness was like dudes.
it was
bound.
being bound by her own
and
lasso
they got
or something like that.
by a man though.
Yeah.
They
Because
took
she's
that
an
away
Amazon.
from her because I mean that's obviously fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's 1950s fucking.
It's
come right
like,
at ya.
you know, and there's, I mean, and of course most of my argument does come from comics, but there are a lot of strong women who are fucking,
There's a huge surge of that right now
who
with Marvel
are very
too, so.
flirty, who are that tomboyish kind of thing, and it's just, and I just don't think that's a good argument.
Let me quote one of my favorite YouTubers right now, Shoe on Head. She says, "This video game character is dressed too sexually. I don't like it. Change it. You think I'm dressed too sexually? Stop pressing me."
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. And that's the thing. I don't think it's as simple though. As like there are characters who are dressed like that or whatever. I think it's in context. It's all based off of context. Because you can't have a character that's so blatantly fucking sexualized, made by males for males. Just don't read it, don't watch it, don't fucking play it. If
Exactly.
You're not into it. Because fucking that obviously is the demographic they're going for. I'm
Right.
not even into that. I hate playing female characters in a lot of games because of how fucking sexualized they are.
Yeah.
Not in a negative like fucking change this. It's not believable to me. I can't look at a chick in skimpy armor and go, she'd survive combat.
That's
it just
yeah,
doesn't
that
work for
whole
me.
MMO
It
argument.
doesn't work for me, but I appreciate when people don't do that. But I also play Japanese games that are super fucking scantily clad, fucking
Dead or alive.
women doing crazy shit.
And men.
Fucking, yeah, and men too.
Yeah.
It's all based off context of what I'm playing, how the characters are perceived. Like, if someone's trying to make a character super fucking serious, but they look like a fucking joke, it's the same as, like, if I see a fucking girl dressed in a bikini and she's like, fucking, let's go, guys, but fucking, let's, and everybody else is in armor. It's the same as if fucking Ronald McDonald came walking out and was like, let's fucking go, dudes. No, what the fuck is that? Who is
Right.
this? So with Tracer, the fucking, I don't know. I don't think it's too sexualized, but like when talking about comics or whatever, there is a very big sexuality that's pushed for that because originally comics were so pushed towards men. Everyone reads them now, and we've seen that kind of.
Well, you've seen that expand a lot with stuff like, you know, Spider-Gwen and even like to use Gwen again, Gwenpool and
The new Thor's a woman.
new Thor's a woman. So
Spider-Man's overly sexualized because that motherfucker gets in some weird positions when he's swinging around. There's so much spider ass.
Dude, there is, dude. When he swings and he has both his legs way up.
And just balls everywhere.
Fuck, yeah.
ultimate teabag.
Yeah, you know he's packing heat.
That's actually a lot more fair of a conversation I thought that was going to be. I assumed somebody was going to be fucking, these SJWs are fucking ruining this country. Like, that's not this podcast, man.
I don't think that. I just think it was a little sensitive.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Am I going to miss that pose, though? No. I just think
Absolutely
it's chicken
not.
shit. That's it.
It's
Yeah.
a cosmetic feature.
Yeah.
Like, as long as the game is still fun and balanced, I mean, that's
I'm
really
still
what's
going to play
good.
Tracer. I think she's one of the cool looking characters.
Yeah.
So,
On a funner
there's a
note,
lot of characters I think look cool. There's only 2 characters I don't think look cool. So
on a fun note,
Which ones don't you think?
I don't remember. There's just 2 I was like, I don't want to.
I don't like the soldier.
Soldier 76.
Fucking
He-
soldier.
Kind of-
76.
I don't
Bland,
dislike him or
generic.
like him. He's just gonna
Well, he's
work.
generic. That's what he
He's
is.
gonna work.
Generic, yeah. And then fucking death looking fucking douchebag.
I think
Pretty
he's
good
gonna
for
be fun.
clearing out a room, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, and he might play cool. I just think
I'm
he looks
saying
like a
there's like
fucking
2
dork.
characters, with
Reaper.
their move sets. I don't care about how they look. Their move sets that I was like, I'm not gonna play them.
Yeah.
And I forget who it was. One of them was a healer. Even though most of the healers look fucking awesome.
Dude, the boombox guy
The
looks
Jamaican,
awesome.
not
Yeah.
Jamaican, fucking whatever the fuck he is. The guy that's always listening to like
Yeah,
dubstep and
yeah,
shit.
he's
has
always
the-
on
I think he
skates.
is.
Lucio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks dope.
He looks
skates.
fucking cool.
That's pretty cool for
I
a
thought the
buffer.
person with the ice didn't look that cool until I saw they could make ice bridges, and I was like, that's fucking
I'll
awesome.
say he apparently really likes her.
When I played in the beta, I thought I
was
was gonna
it?
like Farah and a couple other
Which was
characters.
fair, the fucking...
She's the girl
Rocket
with the
launcher.
armor, and she flies in the air and
yeah,
does
yeah,
like the
yeah.
missile stuff.
Egyptian.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be awesome. These are the characters that look cool to me. I want to play them. The two I ended up actually playing a lot of because I ended up falling in love with them is
Like literally.
Neo, right, or whatever her name is, the Chinese girl.
He's got a fucking full pillow of that.
the Chinese girl, my waifu. I just liked her area denial. So many fights I would get into, like the team would come rushing in, and I would put down an ice wall, boom, right in the middle of their team. Now these three guys are stuck on the side with my entire team, and your other buddies are on the other side of the
stuck on the
wall,
other side of the wall, yeah.
and they can't get to you, and we're just going to destroy you. And so, like the area denial and like being able to change the flow of how the battle was going because you're able to basically block views, defend areas, keep people out. It was super, super awesome, and I really enjoyed it. The other person I liked for almost the same reason, area denial, was Junkrat. I played Junkrat probably the most. He's the guy that has the rocket, not the rocket launcher, but the grenade launcher with the sticky bomb. Not sticky bomb.
Is he the one with the fucking tire?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
chainsaw.
the
Yeah,
rip
that
tire.
looks dope. Yeah.
And I had actually the thing that was the most fun was playing around with his mines. Like, you put the mines down, you can knock people back and it does damage to them, or you can use it to like rocket jump yourself. And I was getting up into these crazy places, and then I'm just raining down grenades on positions where people are hanging out. Galborn's down there with his turret. I fucking rocket boost, well, not rocket boost, but mine boost up over on this this wall, and I run along this rail, run back behind, and then I'm just launching grenades down into his little setup there, tearing him up. They'd lock down a room or something, and we couldn't actually get into the room to like kind of push them back down the way that they had come. And I was able to, with Junkrat, basically just bounce them off the door frame. So I'd basically do this angled shot off the door frame back into the room, and I was able to clear the room out. So it ended up being these characters that have like really powerful like area denial with like explosions and the ice wall and stuff that I really ended up enjoying.
So you played the closed beta?
Yes.
Did you have access to all the characters?
Yes.
Oh wow, okay. So you liked it.
I liked it.
You're gonna end up buying it?
I already bought it.
Oh really? PC?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'll probably get it on PC. I want to see it at the best graphics, but at the same time, I don't know.
I wanted to play it with a mouse
Yeah.
and keyboard, just because that's my preference.
Yeah.
I'm gonna straight up get it on PS4 because I don't like playing fucking PvP on PC anymore.
It's fair. I mean, there's something more casual about sitting back with a controller and everybody else has a controller, so everything's kind of like a little slowed down. But
I played a lot of Team Fortress 2, and I tried to get competitive with that, but I came to the party too late. And this, I feel like I have a chance to like.
do you think? Because I've the whole time I know that's their answer to Team Fortress. Do they feel like parallels? Like, do they feel like they're?
It feels like it does feel like Team Fortress in some regards. It just feels a little more fast paced.
Okay,
Like-
that's good because I fucking hate the pace of Team Fortress. So slow.
People drop faster.
Good.
It's much more split second reactions.
my game.
Just the tide of like the battle can literally just like one like right move in the right place, one rip tire in the exact right place. They're all clustered up around the skid, whatever the cart they're pushing essentially. One rip tire there, boom, take out all 5 people. Awesome. I love it. The one thing I do think they should change is the kill cams at the end. They always have that end of the game kill cam kind of thing. Here's the person that did this crazy play. And it's really, really, really just focused on kills. Like who got the most kills in like this confined like 5 or 6 seconds.
Okay.
So it'll show that. Whereas you won't see some awesome play where someone like denied someone entrance into an area and then was able to give, I don't know, like Reinhardt the perfect setup to basically rocket
They probably have to make a better algorithm though to detect that kind of
that's
thing.
what I was
Although
thinking.
I do think that'd be really cool to see plays.
because
like
I would
that.
see something like a healer who would do like just an amazing save and just completely shut the other team down. I'm like, that's the best play, but it wasn't. It was this Reaper who jumped into and fucking did Death Blossom.
You know what they could do?
Didn't even help the team, just killed some guys.
They could
for a split
do
second.
very similar to how they do in Final Fantasy 14, where at the end you vote your MVP,
Yeah, that's actually not a
and
bad
then
idea.
you can get that playback. You just have to obviously to keep it fast paced.
Give you a
people
small,
like
maybe
3
like
to 5
really
seconds
small
to vote.
XP incentive to vote too.
Yeah,
Not enough to
that's,
really matter.
that's what they did
but-
in 14. You got coins for being the MVP.
And then
So-
after you got a certain amount, you would basically
could buy
unlock
stuff.
special items.
So it
pretty
gave you
kinda
incentive
cool.
to be a good player, and to vote, because you can't vote for yourself, so you had to vote for someone else, but you wanted obviously people to vote for you as well. And every time you got a point, you got to spend that.
I'm glad you confirmed the pace of the game and people dying quicker, because those are my two biggest complaints about Team Fortress. I respect Team Fortress immensely. It's very popular for a reason, but I just can't. I've never been able to get into it every time I've ever tried to play it, just because it feels closer to MMO PvP than an FPS, and I love FPS.
No, then there was some characters that were, obviously the Reinhardts and Winstons, they're meant to take a beating. You got to put rounds into those guys.
Yeah.
But, the Tracers, like, you get one good shot with, like, a Widowmaker on a Tracer, she's done.
Yeah.
Instantly down. Like, no.
Well, that variety sounds cool, though, because it's going to change the way the battles play out based off who's playing who. Do you just pick a character, or
yeah,
before
just
you go
like
in?
Team Fortress, like, at any time. You literally...
and you can have unlimited of the same character?
Yeah.
Like the whole team could be
the
Tracer?
whole team could be Tracer, and you could be running around as
That would be
Tracer.
silly to
That'd be
watch.
ridiculous.
But then, you might have someone who... If you've got an entire team of Tracers, the other team's just going to pick the counter to all your Tracers, which, would be someone that, like Junkrat would actually is a really good counter to Tracer that I found out, because she's highly mobile. Well, my grenades don't worry about that because they've got a radius. They explode in a radius.
I'm sure the Pharaoh girl was the same then with her rocket.
And at the same time, for me, like the counter to Junkrat was people like McCreed.
I saw a lot of people stream that guy
The samurai guy, I forget his name.
and that guy.
Yeah, like he could just come up and get up in my face before I could even. And if he'd get up in my face fast enough that as soon as I started to try to shoot him, I was shooting myself because I was taking damage from my own explosions. So I was basically screwed because I'm damaging him, but he's also damaging me, and I'm damaging myself.
Yeah, that's the guy that had the fucking double dragon shit ultimate.
Yeah.
Where he fucking shoots the bow.
That's Hanzo.
Double
This is
dragon
the
shit.
Oh no, you're talking about the robotic ninja dude.
yeah, the robotic ninja
shurikens
dude.
and
Yeah,
the sword.
he's the guy that can get up
okay,
in my
yeah,
face.
okay.
Okay.
Because he has an ability where he basically like boosts forward. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his movement ability. And so as soon as he'd get in my face, I'm screwed because he's
Yeah.
just chopping me with a sword, and I'm trying to back up so I can get a shot on him with
shots.
a grenade shots, and it's
And
not
the
going to
splash
work.
Damage. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
It's kind of fucked
When
up.
does that come out?
May.
In a month, I think.
Damn.
Well,
There's
it
like
is a
five.
month because
There's like
today's the
5
first.
games coming out in May. It's fucking crazy.
Or today's the.
We got
Or
Uncharted.
was it
this
the
month.
end of May? It might be
May
2
or
months.
no.
Oh shit! Uncharted this month.
This month. Oh no, they pushed it back.
thought it was
They
May,
pushed
yeah,
it
they
back.
pushed it
Back.
back.
Sorry.
It's like May 24th.
I keep
or something.
thinking it's May because that was what it was supposed to be.
Dude, I'm stoked for Reinhardt. That's who I'm going to play.
May 24th
Reinhardt or
on Overwatch.
Winston.
I can't remember her name. The girl who does all the
So we're gonna be in
geometric
fucking
traps and
Disneyland.
stuff.
When it comes out.
I thought I was going to really like her because during the like this last BlizzCon when people were playing it, the 2 characters that stood out the most during BlizzCon when they allowed people to play it was Reinhardt and the robot. The I can't remember his name. He's the one that turns into a fucking turret.
Yeah, the
Tanks.
tank
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
One of the guy who, when the closed beta first came out, the top streamer. That's all he played, and he could just lock down a room. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's because of the shield, and so I was like, "Well, what's going to be the good counter?" And that was that girl. I can't remember her name for the life of me, but she does all the geometric stuff because she has an actual shot
Oh, dude, she looks cool.
that plows actually through shield. It goes through shield, so like a Reinhardt be coming at you with his shield, and you just like just
that's
drop
That's
it.
the girl with the proximity mines.
Yeah, I really want to play her.
So yeah,
Proximity mines. She's got
or turrets or whatever.
yeah,
you
the
throw
mini
on the walls.
turrets, and then her
Yeah.
ultimate is the portal, which is actually really powerful. I saw that a lot, and if a team could get that set up right, where the spawn point and then right where the pushing point was, somewhere where they couldn't get to it, like you could just dominate the other team because you weren't having to run.
Even if you die,
Fortunately,
you're coming right back. So
because unfortunately
Fucking tactical.
I mean, it
insertion.
works because that's what they were going for. But there's a kind of a long run sometimes when you're coming back to life. You're like, fuck, I got to get back into the fray.
Yeah, so
and that was able to like turn the tide. If there's a constant stream of people just coming through, you just.
But if you are in a map that has that long run, it's kind of your fault for not using someone to fix that disadvantage, though.
But that's the great part is you can, because
Well,
when
that's
you
what I'm
die,
saying.
you can just
People are
switch
just
to
going to be stubborn and play one character the whole time. So.
that people are, but that'll end
That's
up changing
every
once they
fucking game,
learn
though.
because it's the same with Team Fortress 2. You've got, too many spies. All of a sudden, everyone's a fucking pyro, and they're running around torching everyone, and then everyone's a pyro. So someone's like, well, shit, they've got short range. I'm gonna be, the sniper, and
Yeah, you're gonna have rooms of just fucking chaos and rooms where you're gonna see fucking teams working together. That's one thing I'm actually really excited about Overwatch is I haven't played a like online FPS in a long time where I've actually got to communicate with friends and come up with fucking plans and be like, let's fucking take this objective and fucking all that shit. So that looks really cool to me. So you would suggest this game then?
yeah, from what I've seen so far, I mean, I wanted to see more. Because I know they're adding they just did a major patch for it.
Added maps and stuff.
And they added some maps, and
Nice.
they added like their system for like advancement. 'Cause that's the thing. People are like, "Well, is this all there is? There's nothing. I'm not leveling up. There's no, there's no player incentive essentially." And so then this patch they added it, and it was like, you would level up, and you could get like I think they said chests or something along that line that you would open, and it would have like custom icons for for your handle, not just even in Overwatch. It was in like you could use it in like StarCraft 2 or stuff like that.
The Battle.net account.
Yeah, on your Battle.net account, or skins, color variations.
It's funny too because then they have the point system to buy cosmetics and animations and stuff. So.
Yeah, they said, but this one won't have anything in the game that is an edge.
Yeah.
Like a new weapon or something like that. It'll all be just cosmetic, but Blizzard's pretty
Which is
much
cool. They're going for the Team Fortress thing. They want it to be like an even keel thing.
So, anybody thinking that? I mean, like, I feel almost kind of sorry for Battleborn.
I don't. It's a completely different game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
There's room for
people
both,
are
man.
going to equate it.
They're
I
gonna
mean, it's
try
just-
to.
I mean,
Yeah.
I lightly compare them just because they're multi-charactered FPSs. They're completely different games, though.
You have a Team Fortress 2 clone and a Borderlands MOBA clone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not the same game. I think people
Well,
are
no,
going
no,
to
and
try.
I fully agree. I just think that you're right. I
But
think people are gonna
Battleborn's
try.
not going to do as well as Overwatch, I don't think.
I don't
but,
think so either.
Well, of course not. It's not
But I
a
don't think
Blizzard
it's,
game.
I don't think it's going to do bad either because it's not getting as much hype though. That's the only thing I'm kind of worried about.
It was
is
fucking
needs to be
fun.
It has
more.
it has a
enjoyed it.
storyline mode that you can play through cooperatively. It has co-op modes. It has versus modes. It has the cosmetics.
It looks good. It plays well.
We've all played it. I don't know if you have, Rob,
I haven't played it.
but I know the three of us have.
I just feel like they haven't
And
put enough.
It's fun. It's really fun.
It is fun.
It looks fun. I just feel like they're not putting they're not getting it out there. I mean, fuck, how many times have I seen like all these different like little short animations that have come out for Overwatch and like
Well,
That's
from
kind of a
Battleborn,
Blizzard
I've
thing,
seen
though.
You
nothing.
have Activision money versus 2K money, though.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's a completely different beast. So
Yeah.
Well, and Blizzard knows how to sell shit. I mean, like so does Activision. They know how to sell to their fucking demographics.
that's exactly what it is.
And Activision and Blizzard are not going to fucking gamble. They're going to make sure Overwatch is a success.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure. Fucking Gearbox,
They said they're gambling.
aside from Borderlands, has really not made another game that's been like that fucking popular. They should be pushing the shit out of it, and they're really not, which is the only thing surprising. I think the game's fun. I think it's cool, but I do agree they need to be advertising more. I think they need to be getting the word out a little bit more. But
Yeah,
when
and-
does that come out?
I can't
Comes
remember.
out around the same time, May-ish.
Does
They
it?
need to be
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
talking about that.
The thing that's interesting about that is Pritchard, right?
Randy
Yeah,
Pitchford.
Randy
Yeah.
Pitchford.
Said
Pitchford, yeah.
this is a gamble. He completely acknowledged that, and he's like, it's kind of scary, but it's kind of exciting. Like
They
we're-
said
Not as
it's a
scary
gamble
as giving
because
10 million of your fucking money to save the alien.
he said that it's a gamble because it's a new IP and they don't know if people want it.
Yeah.
They're making it because they want to make
and
it.
he's getting excited because games like Overwatch and Paragon are coming out. and it is similar style of game, but they are not the same game at all.
No.
It does feel like Blizzard is going for that. Blizzard seems to be going like with Hearthstone. It came out. They didn't expect it to be as popular as it was, like an esport for people to watch, right?
Yeah.
It also felt, but with Overwatch here, it feels like they're actually taking that step forward now. Like,
it's absolutely designed for competitive.
they really want that game to be competitive and be like the new esport.
That's why it's only aesthetic unlocks and stuff, because it needs to be skill based, so it can be competitive.
Yeah.
That's why Call of Duty's not really taken too seriously when it comes to that, because there's so many things that can happen that can fucking give you an edge. That's doesn't even have to be skill based.
And that's why Counter-Strike is.
I was going to say
the
Counter-Strike.
fucking competitive FPS, in my opinion.
It's because the guns don't change.
And that's I kind of did like that about Overwatch, whereas like this guy has the exact same weapon and skill set as you, and if you guys go head to head, the better man's gonna fucking win.
Yeah, whoever uses their resources better.
Which I always like games like that. So because I like honing my skills in games. A lot of games nowadays it's just such a fucking chaotic mess of shooting and bullets and shit that I'm just like more into the progression and unlocks than I am the game itself, really. Like, the game's fun, of course, but like I'm just like, let's get to level
carrot on the stick.
21, 22, 23, 24, give me this, unlock that. Whereas like playing a game, I'm actually like, I want to remember this map and fucking create a strategy and fucking play this character when my friends play that character and fucking just wreck people.
Right.
We gotta be wrapping this up soon, though. One thing I was gonna bring up earlier is Quantum Break comes out, I believe when this
reviews drop
airs
today.
When this airs, it will have come out Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, you guys interested in that at all?
Vaguely.
I am. I think it's neat. One second. Okay, yeah, I think it's neat. Made by the same people who made Max Payne, right? Same people who
Max
made
Payne
Alan
1
Wake.
and 2, Alan Wake.
So
Remedy.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's neat because Alan Wake was fucking radical, and both Max Payne 1 and 2 were fucking awesome too.
See, I didn't play any of those games.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You're missing out.
You have any hype on it or know anything about it?
I know about it. I'm just, it feels like they announced it forever ago, and it's one of those things where I'm kind of like disenfranchised.
Just like Alan Wake, except for shorter, because Alan Wake took fucking like 10 years to come out.
I'm just like, oh, that's a cool idea for a game when I see it.
Yeah. The thing I'm excited about is Remedy's. I'm a really big fan of Remedy because they make games to make games. Like, they have like 3 games.
Yeah.
They have Max Payne, which was super fucking inventive. I fucking loved the shit out of it when I first played
1
it.
and 2, I played the shit out of it.
2 was fucking great. It was better. Like, it was better in almost every regard. And then Alan Wake took forever to come out. I lost hype completely. Finally kind of just picked it up one day. I was like, this is what they're working on. This game is fucking awesome. Like, holy shit. Plus it has a Nick Cave song in it, which is awesome. But
it's really good too.
It still looked good when it came out, yeah. Like, I fucking played it on PC, so it was like way after it came out on whatever the fuck came out on. 360. And it had a really good storyline. Fucking the mechanic of using light to attack enemies and shit while shooting and shit was really cool. That's the thing Remedy does. Bullet time and fucking Max Payne, fucking the light system and fucking...
Very unique mechanics.
Yeah, in this game you're going to be able to fucking stop time and fucking do a bunch of crazy shit. The effects are really cool. Like, I don't think it's going to fucking change gaming or do anything crazy, but I'm always excited for games they make. They really like to kind of... They're not just making like a third-person shooter to shoot people. Like, there's gonna be cool mechanics stuff like that.
Well, I know it got decent reviews.
It got an 8 on IGN, so which is better than I thought it'd get. So
better than their fucking the weird period panties they've been wearing lately.
Oh, dude,
fuck, just give it 6.8. It's like they're fucking candy.
I think that's how to stick up its ass lately.
I will say in our last cast we talked about UFC and how it's a sports game. Can't really change much. MLB 16 just came out, got a 9.2.
Weird.
Why? What they do?
They say hands down the first line of the fucking review is, this is the best sports or best baseball game on any gen ever.
That's a big claim.
Yeah, I was like, fucking A.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah.
I'm sure the fucking baseball players' asses look real good.
I'm not gonna fucking buy it.
I want that camera to not be so behind the batter, though.
But they
don't sexualize fucking. I was like Ken Griffey Jr. That's
aging you again.
That guy's fucking Michael Jordan status. He's out of there.
The day. Fucking Jay Buhner.
Though I fun little fact: the people who are pissed off about what's called their Twitch being sexualized. That's not even Tracer being sexualized.
Twitch.
A lot of them have started petitions for Blizzard to take out guns in Overwatch.
Yeah, that's not going.
I think they're gonna do it. I think that's a good plan. I think they'll understand the community's concerns and fucking go. You know what?
You're
Guns are bad.
over-sexualizing guns.
Yeah,
We live in a
but
country where there's too many guns.
yeah. So I thought that was crazy for a sports game to get a 9.2.
Apparently it's really good. Maybe we should pick it up.
I was thinking about it. I mean, I really like the bigs, but that was Blitz fucking baseball. So
Yeah, it's a different kind of game.
Yeah.
It's the best baseball game of any gen ever, though.
Yeah.
So if you have to experience history in the making.
oh, and Dirt Rally is out for PS4.
I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, I wanted to pick it up. It came out early access on Steam a while back, and people were saying it's like the best rally game ever made.
Yeah, they went more.
Is that the one where you have a person who actually has to look at the map?
Someone's
and stuff?
actually in the car with you.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit.
It was more. Fuck is his name?
Now add VR support and
Whatever the fucking guy was in Dirt 1. It's more him, less Travis Pastrana and fucking Jim Cona. It's actually like it's Colin McRae. Actually, more Colin McRae rally, fucking in the woods, fucking drifting around corners.
They said that on IGN the thing they liked about it a lot though is it's really fucking stressful. Like the tracks are like they're not bullshit. Like you gotta really be on your shit.
Yeah.
Which is good because in a game like that, I mean that's kind of the point of rally is fighting against fucking the elements and shit.
It's more European rally, less westernized. Like Dirt 3 was all fucking buggies and snow and shit and fucking.
It's very western.
Yeah, it was.
We got the lock on snow.
This is actually really funny. I'm just reading like reviews on MLB The Show, the new one, and it's getting really like rave reviews from people. But the funny like thread is like, they're like it works so well, like. We're in this age, you know, where every game we come out, like it comes out and it's like this bugged, fucked up mess that you got to do.
Sports games,
and everyone's
weird
like,
gifs.
all I see is stuff like, oh, there's no lag, like there's no glitches, like I've been playing 20 matches online and there's no lag.
That's funny.
Yeah.
This game is amazing because it has no lag and no glitches, and like. Are we like so used to that now that that's
Sports
the norm?
Games are
Give it a
that,
9.
though.
It works.
I mean, but like the one thing I was kind of like I kind of want to do with it is like you get minor perks and major perks now for your character, and like the major perks you can use like once a fucking once a game. So it's like fucking and like the perks aren't something gnarly. It's more like pop fly hitter. So when you make contact with the ball, it's a pop fly. In case you need to do like a sacrifice fucking foul out or something like that. I mean, it seems neat to me. It seems like it's actually kind of evolving instead of fucking just putting out the same bullshit. Plus,
that's a feature in the show. Or the fuck? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you get and it's not game breaking, but they kind of did like a reaction, almost like a turbo from like the old games. You like hold it down and you hold the button down and it gives your guy a chance to fucking react a little faster. It slows down time. So like if you want like a little bit better read on a pitch, it's not game. They specifically are like this isn't game breaking. It's only in the show like career mode with your created guy. It's not fucking anything that's fucking in the rest of the game or online. But yeah, so like you have a chance to actually kind of like make that crazy fucking catch or something like that out in the fucking.
I think they should have that online though. Like have it online, but have like a limited resource of it or something like that.
Well,
like
that's
two
what
or
it is.
three
You can
times
only
during
use
a
it
game.
So much during a game, it's like a bar, and it just goes out during the game, and that's it. But yeah, so I mean, it seems kind of neat.
What you were saying, where it's not broke, give it a 9.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those things where it's like, this hot dog you gave me isn't made out of shit. Give it a 10.
No food poisoning. Give it a 9. This wasn't complete garbage. Yeah, no, I mean that's literally. It's funny that you brought that up because that's what it seems like, and that's funny. I'm sure the reviews will be a little more in depth and not. You know, I hope they're not rating it based off that. But that's funny that the average person's saying shit like that, because that's really how it is. Fucking games. I expect every game when it comes out now to have some kind of fucking bug.
Right.
Especially sports games. I don't even play them, but
Straight
I see
up
the
day
most
one patch
gifs
shit
on fucking Reddit of weird fucking sports game
Dude,
fucking
that
fuck ups, like that weird soccer
UFC fucking reach
Oh, no.
around the back,
Yes,
that's
slap
one
the
of the
guy in
best-
the fucking
one. One of the
face.
best fucking. I wish that was a move. That guy was fucking trying to kill her. But the fucking. Did you see that?
Yes.
This dude
Fucking
fucking grabs
hilarious.
you, fucking just decks him in the fucking head from around his back, and just fucking cleans house. The guy's fucking dead, and the guy's face is so fucking concentrated. He fucking. That wasn't even a glitch in the game. That guy
Dislocated
does
it.
that.
He just made it so he had no bones in his arm with his
broke-
mind, and then just fucking swung
He
that thing
broke
around and
5
cracked
fucking
it
bones in his shoulder.
face.
Just to
I hate
fucking
you
knock that
so
guy
much.
out.
I'm gonna totally fuck myself alive.
I'm gonna win this.
Stretch Armstrong. And so he whips it to like a
He
fucking.
hits him so hard his fucking hair bucks and shit. Like his hair, the guy's swinging, fucking flies because he's fucking the G's on that arm. Getting that like fucking orbital fucking inertia. Just fucking
Yeah, and
swinging.
then like the FIFA physics are always fucking
Well,
weird.
the one you showed me at work where the fucking dude kicks the ball and then the fucking goalie's on the ground and that guy starts slowly trotting over the ball and the fucking goalie's leg lifts up, catches the guy and fucking goes, "Hua!" and he fucking gets thrown onto the fucking ground. The guy just like he flies like 15 feet. He hits the ground really hard and he slowly sits up. And the guy's just still laying on the ground. I'm like,
There's the one hockey one where fucking the dude's like charging. The guy's going to the bench, so he's stuck in the animation to go to the bench. But fucking.
but fuck, we're mature.
But then one of the fucking opposing team is like next to him. Well, he fucking goes into the fucking lifts him up check to fucking throw him like over his fucking back.
Right.
He fucking throws him in the stance. Like he's fucking
Yeah, he like goes
over the
flies
glass.
he flies over the fucking barrier and just flies into the audience.
It's like 4 rows up.
And he doesn't look like he's lifting much. He's just like the guy's like.
Roid rage, man.
I wish they would just make a game that just allowed shit like that. All these things are great. Like I would buy that game if it like fucking if it worked.
Yeah, but then you're getting
Kick people
fucked
and
by
fucking
those, and then all of a sudden you're fucking
Punch people around your fucking back and shit. That changes the game. That changes UFC forever. When a guy, you can't grab him. There's no point grabbing him anymore because the guy will fucking belt you in your fucking mouth. No matter what. It doesn't matter where you grab him. Next time you grab both his arms, his leg's gonna kick up over his back, over his shoulder, and hit you in the top of the fucking head. Kill you. You're dead. You're gonna fucking. Both teeth are just fucking breaking your mouth. You're gone. The guy's a trained killer. I think on that note, we're gonna end this episode though. It's running longer than last time, hour and a half. As always, thank you for watching or listening to the podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this podcast. Check out our many other episodes. Also, let us know what you think about the Overwatch controversy with Tracer. And what was the other controversy that we brought up
The
earlier?
keys in
the keys in
The
Call of
crypto
Duty.
keys. Let us know what you guys think about that. I'm really curious. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, Tasty Gaming. Check us out on Twitch, Sleep Division. I'm streaming again. You also stream, Rob, right?
Yeah, I don't have a camera or anything. I just
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you want to throw that out there or not.
it's Toki at Twitch.
Okay. Make sure to go check him out sometime. But yeah, thank you for watching. My name's Seth.
I'm sweaty.
I'm Chevy.
I'm Rob.
And Rob, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, no problem.
And yeah, until Tuesday, guys. We'll see you later. Have a good weekend, guys.